I'm not one that watches anime constantly. I'm not that person, although I do have moments where I binge watch an anime. I am wearing a hat, and that is because I just got my eyebrows done. They're very red, so I'm trying to like casually cover that up, and failing at it a bit. I feel like it's too dark in here. Can we turn on that light? The first anime that I have for you all, that is my absolute favorite, because it goes way back with me when I was like 15 or 16, I believe, is when I started reading the manga, and then I moved on to watching it, and I think there was only 2 seasons, or there might have only been 1 season. It just makes me happy. That's number 1. It just like, it does something to me. I can't explain it. Usui Takumi. I know that like it's supposed to be Takumi is his first name and Usui's like the last name kind of thing, or at least that's what I was told through the internet, which isn't exactly the best place to get information. If that's true or not, you'll all probably know anyways. Blonde hair and green eyes and all that, but Usui does something to me. The 2 main characters are Ayuzawa Misaki and Usui Takumi. I'm so sorry if I pronounce their names wrong. I don't want to like give details, but I just wanted to kind of name the anime and name the characters, so there's that. Second one is actually one that I watched more recently, and it's Little Witch Academia, or Academia, however it's pronounced. There are 2 movies on Netflix, and they've just made it into a series, I believe, in January it started, January 2017. That's one of the more recent ones that I've watched, and I love it so much because it reminds me of when I was in school and there were those mean girls, and you know how that is, but you still like idolize this one person even though they tell you like why you idolize them. I don't know, it's important to have some kind of a role model, I think, that isn't like a family member. Third one is Golden Time, which is one of the more recent ones. I think I'm on episode 14 of it, so I haven't finished it. It's more of a college anime, like they're, I think, freshmen or sophomores in college. At university, if you're thinking college is in high school, no, it's university. Oh, you're probably all like, this gives me no information. I'm not here to give you information, I'm here to give you my top 5 favorites. 4 I have written down is Food Wars. A guy who I believe is going to school to become a chef. If you don't know what Food Wars is, you've kind of been just completely away from the internet, because that's one that is a lot of people's favorites, along with Yuri on Ice, which I've not watched. Number 5 is LDK. I love it. It's one I read right after watching Kaichou Wa Maid Sama. They're like in college, and then she ends up having to live with this guy, or he ends up having to live with her, or you know, and so then they kind of like hold hands beneath like this curtain that they put in the room. Honorable mentions. By now, you should know that I love My Neighbor Totoro. I love it a lot, and it took me ages to finally watch it because I hadn't watched anime in so long, but then finally back in April, like last April, I mean, so about a year ago, I watched My Neighbor Totoro. Completely got sucked back into anime because of that, because of My Neighbor Totoro. So now I've been like watching a bunch of different things. Like that's when I watched Golden Time, when I watched Food Wars, and when I watched, actually now I'm watching Sailor Moon. My Neighbor Totoro is so good. It's a family movie. It's not a show, it's not a read, really, I don't believe, but it's definitely a movie that a lot of people can just love. That's what it looks like. I don't know if you can tell what it looks like. I don't even know if it's still recording. I hope it's still recording. This is Totoro. There are 2 sisters. This is the youngest sister. They're waiting at the bus stop. There's an Adventure Time picture where like this is Jake and I think this is Finn, and then Bemo's like kind of right by it. Jake or whatever in the picture, and it's like the rain, and it's basically My Neighbor Totoro and Adventure Time mashed up together, and it's so good. And I always see things like that. I see things with like Doctor Who and Adventure Time, or Disney and Doctor Who. I have 58 seconds to record the ending of this. Sailor Moon is one that I've been recently watching. I'm currently on episode like 15, I think now. Or no, Act 15. I'm watching Sailor Moon Crystal and not the original Sailor Moon, which came out in 1991, I believe, which is what I really should be watching because I was born in the 90s. I'm just gonna say goodbye because I'm pretty much done. And I hope you have a good day and a good week and a good year, because I have this feeling that 2017 is gonna be a good year. Way too much coffee. Never again. Don't let me drink coffee. This is my thing. I always go like, bye, but I feel like that's not, something about that isn't right. I am not a coffee drinker. I'm really not, but I just can't get into the realm of, yep, alright. And what I like, which is anime, which nobody knows about me, nobody. And I kind of wanted to make a whole separate video on that.
I think it's different cameras, like actual pictures.
Okay. I love you. How do you pronounce this?